What's going on, ladies and gents? Dangerous here, bringing you guys today some more Rainbow Six Siege gameplay. And man, it feels weird sitting down and recording a full-on commentary. I haven't done one of these in a minute. It's been a lot of live gameplay, but you guys seem to like that. But today I wanted to kind of change it up because I had a video topic I wanted to talk about. So as you guys saw from the title of this video, it's labeled Best Attachment. Now we're going to be comparing the Flash Hider to the Compensator in Rainbow Six Siege. Two attachments that you either use one or use the other. They're both really effective, but there is no overall, I guess, better one. It depends on your playstyle and how well you can control a gun, what guns you use, and things like that. So, first off, the Flash Hider, what does it do? Well, the Flash Hider is overall to just, negate the flash of your gun. That is the solid part of it. So, if you don't like muzzle flash in your face, the Flash Hider is a good attachment. It reduces recoil by a little bit, but it doesn't, but unlike the Compensator, the recoil will start climbing back up after a while, and it won't necessarily fully control it after long bursts, but it does help keep it down. You just have to control more of those rises, how normal first-person shooters kind of go. The Compensator, we'll get in that in a second. So, for guns that actually have higher rates of fire, you're going to want to use the Flash Hider. Now, I know I said again the Compensator a little bit later, like 4 seconds ago, but the reason is that the Flash Hider doesn't have a first shot multiplier where the Compensator does. It will add a first shot, it will increase your first shot recoil, the Compensator. So with the Flash Hider, you have a gun that's high rate of fire. So say the gun like an F2 or the FAMAS. You get that first burst of, the first volley of rounds down range, and those are quite accurate. If you get that off with your Flash Hider, and they can continue bursting after that, which on full auto or in burst fire for that particular gun, you can be quite accurate with it and kill the opponent quite quickly, because the F2 shoots like 900 plus rounds a minute, which is really, really fast. So it gets really devastating, especially if you're really accurate with those first volley of rounds. So that's where it really excels. And I actually have put the Flash Hider on all my guns. I find it more useful just because that having that first volley of rounds be so accurate is really where it counts. And I don't spray all that much because, well, I don't get caught in a long reload, and having extra bullets if someone rushes me or something is something nice to have on backups for my gun and whatnot. By the way, all the gameplay provided today is me using the new Flash Hider, or not the new Flash Hider, but just using the Flash Hider, just so you guys can see how I've kind of adjusted that. Now, burst firing or tap firing, however you guys want to go with it, if you're on console or PC and whatever you're used to calling it, is something you want to strongly practice when using the Flash Hider. So with the Flash Hider, you're going to want to go ahead and sit down and terrorist hunt. That's honestly what I did, and just kind of walk around, get used to some of your favorite guns, play defense, play offense, whatever you want, just so you can get used to the gun recoil. And once you're comfortable with this new spread, then I suggest taking it over to multiplayer so you don't get too frustrated and too out of whack or anything like that. It can get frustrating when you die over and over again and struggle to get used to the gun recoil. And at least if you're familiar with the pattern before going in there, you'll have somewhat of an idea with your new place or with your new strategy if you're swapping over from the Compensator to the Flash Hider, just so you don't get totally outgunned because you're like, oh my god, this is new, what the fuck, and you're dead. It's not too drastic of a change between each, but overall, you do notice that first shot, like I said, that first shot recoil difference between the Compensator and the Flash Hider. Now let's fully talk about the Compensator. Now, from my understanding, the Compensator does have a little bit more of a first shot recoil, and overall it will reduce your recoil by the spread of it. I don't believe it actually reduces the recoil by the climb, because as you've seen throughout the video, I've done these kind of side-by-side comparisons of some guns with Compensators and Flash Hiders, just so you guys can see. As you saw, the recoil patterns for climbing up weren't that different, but the center spread was a lot different. Flash Hiders do tend to get more of a bullet bloom, but if you're burst firing, you won't have that much issue, where the Compensator keeps that nice and tight, but your recoil on the first shot will be definitely not from where you're aiming at it due to that first shot increase, and then you have to recompensate for the recoil, all things like that. So if you usually spray and you're in close range, then I'd recommend running the Compensator. Once again, it's just that if you have the spray tactic, then of course use the Compensator. So that's pretty much why I've swapped over from the Compensator to the Flash Hider. It's just that I enjoy the initial volley of accuracy that I have, especially on a gun like the 5.56 for Thermite. That gun is stupidly accurate, and when you get rid of an unnecessary first shot recoil, you increase your accuracy tenfold, which is amazing. Especially, once again, high damage, a little bit lower on the fire rate, but still very, very accurate in those long runs. If you want to use the compensator, by all means, that's fine. You can rush people with PDWs and spray. That's all depends on your playstyle. That's really why the compensator and flash hider, they're very different, but once again, they're very, I guess they're not too drastically different, so if you say you picked one up without knowing it, it doesn't affect your game all that much compared to one or the other. One is not the greatest. How do I say this properly? Neither of them are better. It's all on your playstyle, which is something I really enjoy in Rainbow Six. It's not like, hey, look, if you put the muzzle brake, I'm just hypothetically saying, if you put this attachment with this attachment, it's amazing. You know what I mean? It's really good that both don't drastically change your weapon that much, but it's different enough where people can like one or the other. Something that I say Rainbow Six did spot on with that. That was really good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope it made it a little bit more clear on what each of them did. Furthermore questions, please tell me in the comment section down below. I will try to answer them as best as I could. Sorry if I wasn't clear on anything else. Once again, comment section to clarify that. Tomorrow we should be back with Thunder Spear's operator videos, which is nice. Then throughout the day, the week, we will see else what we have. We might have some Battlefield 4. I have to sit down with Foxy because it looks like we're going to do something for Battlefield 1. So without further ado, guys, I'm Dangerous, and I'll see you sexy beasts in the next episode. Peace.